Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, 3rd chapter, text 39 onwards. So here the Lord says, Ajusta Gramya Visaya Anapattavu Cha Dampati Na Babrathe Apabargam me mohito devamaya. That means, being husband and wife but always soundless, you are attracted by sexual desires, or by the influence of devamaya, transcendental love, you wanted to have me as your son. Therefore, you never desire to be liberated from this material world. So, in the purport, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj says that Vasudeva and Devaki had been Dampati, husband and wife, since the time of Sutapa and Prusni, and they wanted to remain husband and wife in order to have the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their son. This attachment came about by the influence of Devamaya. Loving Krishna as one son is a Vedic principle. Vasudeva and Devaki never desired anything but to have the Lord as their son. Yet for this purpose, they apparently wanted to have to live like ordinary grihasthas for sexual indulgence. Although this was a transaction of spiritual potency, their desire appears like attachment for sex in conjugal life. If one wants to return home back to Godhead, one must give up such desires. This is possible only when one develops intense love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Niskancanasya Bhagavad Bhajan Mukhasya Apa Param Param Jigimishor Bhavasagarasya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 11th chapter, text 8. If one wants to go back home, back to Godhead, one must be niskinchana, free from all material desires. Therefore, instead of desiring to have the Lord come here and become one son, one should desire to become free from all material desires. Nyaya the Sunyam, as stated in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1:11, and go back home, back to Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us in his Sikhyastakam, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitanga jagadisha kame, majanmani janmani sarvavadad bhakti rahit vitahi. Chaitanya Charitamrita on the 20th chapter, text 29, Sikhyastakam 4. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire a beautiful woman, nor do I want any number of followers. Only I want your causeless devotional service, birth after the birth. One should not ask the Lord to fulfill any material tentative desires. So, Sripad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Saraswati Darshanika says, Mayaya refers to Devaki and Vasudeva's affection for their son. Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto 8th chapter text 43 says that Vaishnavanam Vetanon Mayam Putra Snehamayim Vibhu. By the influence of his internal potency, Yogamaya, Krishna inspired Mother Jasoda to become absorbed in intense material affection for her son. Mohito means that Devaki and Vasudeva were overcome with bliss, being childless and detached from material enjoyment, but overcome with bliss by parental affection. Nor did you didn't pray for liberation. So, in Bhagavata Deepika Saraswati Goswami says, Me matopi yuvam apavargam na babrathe na britavandhu. That means, from me you didn't ask any vara or any boon, apavargam, boon for liberation. So, Jiva Goswami in Laghu Vaishnava Tosani says, because of your love for me, you didn't have any interest in other objects. But not only that, you had no interest in liberation. Though you were qualified and though I could have given it to you, that is expressed in this verse. So, Sanatana Goswami in Birth of Krishna says, you didn't accept liberation since you were detached from material objects without developing renunciation. You didn't have a taste for liberation. In this way, the next verse I would like to say, that is verse 40. So, here the Lord says, Gate mai jivam labdva varam mats sadrisham shutam ग्राम्यान भोगान अभुंजनता युगान प्राप्त मनोरथो. That means after you received that benediction and had disappeared, you engaged yourself in sex to have a son like me, and I fulfilled the desire. So, Srila Prabhupada's disciples of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj in the purport says, according to the Sanskrit dictionary, Amarkosa, sex life is also called Gramya Dharma, material desire. But in spiritual life, this Gramya Dharma, the material desire for sex, is not very much appreciated. If one has a tinge of material attachment for the material enjoyment of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, one is not Niskinjana. But one really should be Niskanjana. Therefore, one should be free from the desire to beget a child like Krishna by sexual enjoyment. This is indirectly hinted at in this verse. So, Sripad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Sarartha Dasantika says, desiring in this way for a son, you then engaged in sexual intercourse. According to the Sanskrit dictionary, Amarkosa, Gramyan Bhogan means sex life. So I forgot that actually Prabhupada Maharaj himself has given the purport, because he has given the purport up to 10th canto, 13th chapter. So in Siddha Swami in Bhagavata Deepika says, Varam Dattva Maigate. After giving this Vara or benediction, the Lord went away to his abode. Jiva Goswami in Kamasundar says, having attained me and received a benediction with joyful minds, you then collected material objects with a desire to be qualified for a worthy son like me. Sorry. So, in the Brihad Vaishnava Toshani, Sanatana Goswami says, the benediction is described, having a son like me. Later you enjoyed material life because your desire was fulfilled. You had no fear at all. Or as ingredients for the birth of a son, you gathered items like coil, oil, betel nut, bed and cloth, etc. In this way, I would like to stop here with the request to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.